EastEnders. Doesn't he? The Scottish nurse bloke. Doesn't he look like the man from the EastEnders? Say yes! Oh, God, this is nerve-wracking. I've got all my bloody words written out. I'm such a coward. Put this on. Oh, God. Shall I leave that like that?
Live.
Buster.
It's Saturday night and I'm Tracey Ullman and contrary to popular belief, I am not pregnant. I just eat a lot of donuts, you know. I'm getting like a big slob and I live in Hollywood and I lie around on the bed and get cellulite and watch soap operas, you know. And they can't get me in these soap operas because they said, well, listen, Crystal really doesn't need a fat, porky, common cockney friend. And that's upsetting. And then I get all weepy and I'm getting so emotional lately. I don't know why, but anyway, I'm going to see if the canteen's still open. So while I'm gone, you stay and watch John Sparks.
Hello. I'm Shadwell. I thought I'd start the show off with a couple of poems. Three blind mice. How did that happen then? Industrial accident, was it? Somebody left a bit of cheese unprotected on a lathe. Well, that's a stupid thing to do. A bit of loose cheese could easily go in somebody's eye. Especially if they are a rodent. Thank you. Uncle Denzil told the chickens he was going to chop their heads off. I said, it's not very nice telling them that. He said, it's better they should hear that than be deaf. Well, I suppose now you're saying to yourselves, who is this Shadwell? It's me. And I suppose you can see that I was an unplanned pregnancy. My father was a lavatory seat. But anyway, I grew up to become a boy, and I used to go to school, and my mum used to make me sandwiches to take with me, and do you know what she used to put in them? Do you know what it was? Water. Hot water in the winter. Well, it didn't do me any harm. And then at school, we used to do school plays, and I'd get quite unusual parts. For example, one year we did Christmas Carol by Charles Dickens, and I had to be the smell of Christmas past. Another year we did Babes in the Wood, and I had to be leaf mould. Somebody had to do it. And then we'd get school reports, and they would say things like, Shadwell is more intelligent than a tree, but not much. Well, I didn't mind that, but what I didn't like was when Gary Price laughed at my flared underpants. When we were getting changed for gym. Jim is what they used to call our PE teacher. He used to say, Shadwell, why are you late? And I would say, the bus missed me. And then he liked to hit my head with his hand and say, Shadwell, why are you so stupid? Probably because you keep hitting my head. Well, he didn't know what to say to that, so he hit me again. I suppose that's why they call it physical education, really. But I was a very popular little boy at school. Everybody liked shouting at me. I used to go home tired but happy. Although, at home, we were very poor, because I remember I used to watch the television quite a lot, but my mum would never let me actually turn it on. She used to say, Shadwell, save the electric. Well, it makes sense, because then if there's a power cut, we'll have a bit put by. And then I remember very well on my 7th birthday, my mum said to me, Shadwell, what did you like for your birthday? And I said, I'd like some clothes, please, so that I can go outside. The mum said, how do you feel about a nice shoe? And I said, well, I don't mind the shoe, but I'd rather have 2 shoes. And Mum said, oh. 1 shoe not good enough for you, is it? Well, Shadwell, I don't know who we think we are. All of a sudden wanted to go walking about all over the place. 1 shoe was good enough for your granda, and he only had 1 leg. No, she said, no, you will not have a shoe now for being cheeky. You will have a surprise. So she gave me the carpet out of the front room. She said I could keep it in the front room. On the floor. It was a surprise. Then Uncle Denzil came round. He said, happy birthday, Shadow. I got a present for you. A very special present. It is an anorak. A very special anorak. It is an invisible anorak. Where is it? Here. I put it on. It fitted perfectly. I went straight outside. None of the other boys in our street had got an invisible anorak. They'd all got cheap ones that you can see. Don't keep me very warm, though. Anyway, that's enough for me. Thank you very much. Bye-bye, then.
time, sweet Jesus. What's this, a staring contest?
Looks like it. I think they're winning as well. Of course it is. Millions of people are looking at you. We've just gone live, haven't we?
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Go on, pinch me, see if it's true. Go on. No, I'm not convinced.
You all right?
Yeah, you?
Yeah, fine.
Yeah? Microphone all right?
Yeah, lovely.
Yeah? That's good. Lights not too bright?
No, they're fine.
No? No drafts or anything?
No, no.
No? Collar not too tight?
No, no, no.
Can we swap places in? It's freezing over here.
Sure, yeah. How's that?
Oh, the collar's a lot better. There's a little bit of a draft coming from somewhere. I can't work it out.
You superstitious or something, or what?
No, of course not.
Well, lend us 13 quid, will you?
All right. I want it straight back.
All right.
Thank you.
I've done it, haven't I? I knew it. I've done it. I don't believe that I've gone and done it.
What?
I lost my money. I can't find it anywhere.
Hold on. Listen, was it a roll of...
A roll of fivers, yeah.
Yeah, all wrapped up...
All wrapped up in an elastic band, yeah. You found it?
Yeah.
Oh!
You dropped it in the corridor.
Great, brilliant.
There you go, mate.
Fantastic. Thanks very much. Thank you, thank you.
Cool
thank you.
down. It's only a rubber band. Come on.
Yeah, you're right. Well, I'll just have to wait for the man from Littlewoods to come round then, won't I?
What, you done the balls?
No, I've done for shoplifting. He's come round to arrest me, so...
Well, you probably would have wanted it that way.
Yeah. It's quiet, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Too damn quiet.
Punch at 3 o'clock, coming out the sun.
Leave it to me. Back away. Oi!
Oi! Now wake up!
Come on.
Don't pay a little attention.
He's paying as little as possible. Can't you see that?
All
Leave it
right.
to me. Oi, listen. Shout out to me, are you an orange? Come on.
Are you an orange?
Yes! Glad we cleared that up, all right? No more questions from the floor.
No, I'm not happy. I'm not happy myself. I'm not happy. Ask him if he's a peanut. He's just told you he's an orange.
Pay attention.
He wasn't listening.
You're
He
right.
wasn't listening.
You're right. I'm sorry. I'll blame the free milk in the 50s.
Absolutely.
I didn't get any, yeah.
Yeah. Come on, do the joke. Come on.
You do it.
I'll give it to you.
I'll give it to you. You've got it.
Yeah, you had it when we left.
You've got it. Don't.
You've got the
You've
joke.
got it. You've got it.
I said to you in the
You've
dressing
got
room.
it. You've got it.
had the joke in
You've
the
got
first
it.
place. You know it. You know you had the
You've
joke.
got it. I think you'll find you've got the joke, darling.
No, I think you'll find you're probably wrong, darling.
If you hadn't taken so long coming out of the dressing room...
Yes, if you hadn't taken so long coming out the showers...
Yeah, well, if you hadn't taken so long trying to brick it up...
Look, you can't take a joke,
Hey.
love.
Look, don't make a scene.
I'm doing my best.
I can see that.
All right. I hate you.
What?
I hate you.
What did you say?
I hate you.
No, the one before that. What was it?
I hate you.
Yeah. What?
Look, watch my fists. I hate you. 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 Can't you see what I'm trying to say? I love you! The more I look at you, the more beautiful you become.
Really?
Remind me to look at you more often.
Oh, you're just toying with me.
Kiss me.
Don't. Tell me, am I the first?
I said, could be. What were you doing in 1969?
Oh, you mad, impetuous fool!
Please.
Has anybody told you what incredibly loose neck joint you've got?
Come on, please.
Well, I didn't know he was going to be acting stuff, did I?
I'm a bloody good actor.
Hey, language!
Sorry, I use that word. Actor. It's just that I've been acting since
when?
Since me hand got better. You know that?
Well, look, we're supposed to be buddies, right? Just let me know what you're doing. We're supposed to be buddies, all right?
Buddies.
Well, let's be buddies.
All right, I'll be buddies.
Let's be buddies.
Buddies. You think you're so tall, don't you? What? Well, sometimes I come up to here on you. I really do. I come up here.
That's fighting talk where I come from.
Why did you hit me then?
Because I moved. D'Artagnan, another finger. Great. D'Artagnan, look.
This is going out
Of
live.
course it is, yeah.
You wearing anything like that?
No, I'm a method actor.
Eileen,
What is it, Paul?
one day, son, when me and your ma have upped and died, this land will all be yours. All yours as far as your eye can spit.
And you'll be a real dirt farmer like your pa, and the pa before him, and the pa before him, and the pa before him, and take away the pa you first thought of, and the pa before him.
That's right.
They were real proud dirt farmers, Eileen. They were living on dirt, digging dirt, eating dirt, and shooting dirt. And that's what you're going to be doing when you're growed up.
I'm sure looking forward to that, Ma.
You know something, Gil?
What's that, Jessica?
There's a storm brewing.
Oh, shoot! No, I think it'll be fine for a while yet. Say, Jessica, ain't that Mr. Clayton from the bank?
Why, so it is. I wonder what he wants.
Whatever it is, it's sure to be important, because he's a very important man. So just you be polite and civil to him.
Why, Mr. Clayton.
Oh, shoot!
Must be something real important made you get yourself from behind your desk and drag your fat piggy belly over here.
No, it ain't very important. It's just that the bank's going to have to foreclose on your loan.
I don't understand, Mr. Clayton.
Your net worth is running lower than your debt, so you're going to have to partially liquidate.
No, I still ain't got you, Mr. Clayton.
You owe us $200,000 and we want it back, you dumbass manure kicker.
Oh, now I get it.
But you said we could have a reasonable time to pay off that loan, Mr. Clayton.
I'm giving you a reasonable time.
How long?
5 seconds.
5 seconds? Gee, thanks, Mr. Clayton. That's real generous.
Time's up.
Oh, shoot. I nearly got it, then.
You can't do this to us. My family has worked this land for over 100 years. We've been through everything here. Hurricanes, storms, drought, hailstones. Even a plague of locusts.
Give a little whistle.
For what? For what?
What?
Nothing.
Oh, I thought you said something.
We got to recoup our investment by auctioning off this farm.
You can't do that.
You want to bet? Can I start bidding 20,000?
You have your mouth, Eileen.
60,000 once, 60,000 twice, sold to the jerk with a pitchfork for $60,000.
Hey, honey, I just done bought us a farm.
Oh, Gil, you ain't nothing but a poor, dumb, grizzly bear.
Well, that's 60,000 more you owe, so I'm going to have to repossess your house and everything you own.
Hey, Ma, see if you know this one.
Hell, we spend our whole lives trying to scratch a living on this farm. First, we planted sweet corn. That didn't work. Then we planted sweet and sour corn. That didn't work. So then we went for the kids' market. We planted popcorn. That didn't work. Hell, the seeds didn't even come through the carton.
Oh, shoot.
And then we had to sell a big combine, so we had to harvest everything with this.
At least you still got me.
Oh, Gil, you big burr.
Actually, I don't think you do have him, Mrs. Ivy.
Come on.
Don't worry, Jessica. Wild horses wouldn't drag me away from you.
He's being repossessed, too. I got a contract for him right here. He got a 3-picture deal at Hollywood playing the part of a stupid asshole farmer who never says nothing that makes no sense.
Anyone here know Skip to Maloo?
Good thing you didn't bring no wild horses, Mr. Clayton. You'd have never done drag me away. Say, Mr. Clayton, are there many dirt farmers in Hollywood?
There ain't a lot of farmers, but there's a lot of dirt.
Hell, Mr. Clayton. You can take away our farm, you can take away our land, you can even take away our menfolk. But there's one thing you can't take away, ever. And that's a good singing voice.
if you're looking at me, you're looking at country.
Hey, Ma, I can play it.
I was born a coal miner's daughter in a cabin.
Now, you may not believe this, but I feel very sorry for Leon Britton. His political flair will be greatly missed in Cabinet, as indeed it always was. But you know, there are still very great issues to be resolved in this affair. In particular, I think people want to know whether I am, in a profound sense, mentally unstable. After all, it has been suggested in certain quarters that I'm rather wild, rather impulsive and hot-headed, not completely in control of myself, and that's why I resigned. Well, I'm sorry, that is a lie. I may say that I haven't heard such a blatant and vicious lie since I last had a conversation with the Prime Minister. I resigned because we have a Prime Minister, unfortunately, who has systematically and deliberately flouted every one of the cherished constitutional practices by which this country is governed. And of course, the moment I realized this, it took me no more than 6 years, I had no choice but to go. Now there are two great tasks ahead of me. The first is, I think, to convince people that I'm indeed a serious politician, and that I'm doing by going on television as often as I can, and talking in this very, very quiet and very, very calm voice. If possible, scarcely moving my lips at all. I think that's very important. The second task is to do all that I can in a very calm, very quiet, very serious way to make sure that Margaret Thatcher leads the Conservative Party to the next election and suffers a catastrophic defeat. Who then takes over from her as the next leader, it is not for me to say, except I think the party will be looking for someone rather more flexible, rather more willing to take advice, someone serious and reasonable, somebody who is completely in control of himself, somebody who speaks in a very, very calm voice, and perhaps rather tall, with attractive, thick blonde hair. Someone who is resolute and rational, will stick to the rules of the Constitution. And I warn any members of my cabinet who don't stick to the rules of the convocation, I'll send them to jail like Miss Goody-Goody Tiff and that creep Ponting, and if that doesn't work, I'll have them shot. And I'll be very happy to shoot them myself.
Got nothing against the big town. Still hazy enough to say look who's in the big town. But my bed is in a small town. Oh, that's good enough for me. I was born in a small town, and I can breathe in a small town. Gonna die in a small town. Oh, that's probably where they bury me.
Righto, Mr. Harris, putting you through. Hello, Mother. It's Kay.
Yes, dear. Have you taken your anticoagulant? Yes, anticoagulant. You need it to break up the phlegm, dear. You've got to break up that phlegm, otherwise you won't get better, will you? Anticoagulant. It's downstairs in the bottle marked anticoagulant. You go downstairs and get it, dear, and pick up the phone when you get down there. Putting you on hold.
Go easy, Kay. I'm having toasted cheese for supper.
It's only nature, Jill. You'll be glad of the advice when you're older. Well, Chin Chin, it's a shame you're leaving, but here's to your new life in wedlock.
Cheers, Kay. We're planning for a baby next July.
Oh, that'd be nice, dear. Nice warm evenings with the hydrangeas coming into bloom.
Have you ever thought about having any kids, Kay?
No. Children are expensive and painful, Kay. That's what Mother says.
Have you ever had a boyfriend, Kay?
Oh, no, dear. I didn't bother much with boys. Well, there was Derek. But Mother didn't really approve. And if I ever brought him home, you know, she'd bang on the floor and say, I hope you're not doing that Channel 4 stuff on my carpet, slattern.
Really?
Which reminds me. Hello, Mother? It's Kay. Where are you, dear? You're on the floor at the bottom of the stairs. Oh, dear, Mummy. That's not going to do your chest any good, is it? That nasty cold lino getting into your tubes. Listen, Mummy. Crawl crab-like, like the hospital showed you, into the kitchen and make yourself a nice cheese and rabbit toasty topper. All right, putting you on hold.
So what happened to Derek then?
Well, Derek was very, very keen, Jill, to get a maisonette in Chadwell Heath, but Mother didn't want to be left on her own, and she said, Kay, if you go, I will hold my breath till you come back. And Derek said, well, go on then, you old bitch. Well, it was naughty because I couldn't have Mother spoken to like that because, well, she's been like a mother to me, Jill.
So you didn't go then?
No. I got to the gate and she turned quite blue. So we went back and Derek never really forgave me for that, Jill. It affected him very, very badly. And eventually he threw himself under the bus that he, evidently, was supposed to be driving to Chingford. Oh, yes, they brought me to the scene, but he was beyond help, you know, and I tried to give him some Anodin because I find they work terribly well. But he couldn't get them down.
No?
No, not with the wheel on his neck. Well, it did make the local paper, the Argus, you know, shock suicide of jilted lover. And it was the first time I'd been called attractive, you know. Not anyone who's seen me. Oh, hello, Mother. Miss Kay. Listen, Mum, I shall be home presently, so why not try and crawl onto the carpet, dear, where it's a little bit warmer. Bye-bye, dear. Well, I'm ready for the off.
It's been really nice talking to you, Kay.
Likewise, Jill. Nothing like a nice little chat before facing that inside lane on the A3. You see this, Jill? It's very, very useful.
Yeah, it looks useful.
Righto, I'm off now, Mr. Harris. I do hope the weather holds for you in Bodmin. Oh, I bet nice Mr. McEwen.
No, Leon, no. I don't have any jobs available. No, but you know nothing about stone cladding. Or anything for that matter.
You and your multinational corporation, Adam. We never have time to row together as a family anymore.
Oh, for God's sake, shut up, Barbara. Do you think it's easy running an international stone-cladding empire?
Kiss me, Adam. I despise you. You've been impotent for years.
I may have absolutely nothing down my wife front's Barbara, but at least I'm one of the most powerful men in the world.
Shut up, Adam. You sound like Michael Heseltine.
I've a lot on my mind. South African stone-cladding mines are in chaos.
My God, Adam. Your money is steeped in the blood of innocent foreigners.
Nothing such stupid things.
You fat bastard.
You skinny bitch.
Money, drugs, power, sex.
What was that, Brett?
Nothing, Mother, just planning the weekend.
Where were you last night, Brett?
I was out with Simon Le Bon, frittering away my time and your money indulging my insatiable appetite for pleasure. Father.
What do you know about pleasure? You're just a boy.
Father, Brett, you remembered my birthday.
What?
My birthday. Look, I baked a cake in case you forgot. Brett, you're my favourite brother.
I'm your only brother, Spencer.
I know how busy you are, Brett, so look, I bought this present for you to give me.
Happy birthday, Spencer.
Thank you very much, Brett.
Don't talk rubbish, Spencer. You haven't got a birthday.
Hasn't he? You bastard!
Bastard.
What do you mean, Mother?
Don't call me Mother.
Why not?
Because, Spencer, the truth is, I am not your mother.
Stop it, you're spoiling my birthday.
You were a test tube baby. And this was the test tube.
That's my mother you just shattered.
Oh, God, I'm bored. Any chance of a bit of incest, Mother?
Not tonight, Brett.
How about you then, Father?
No.
But I want pleasure. I want it now.
Pleasure means nothing, Brett. Power, money, politics, cladding. That's what life's all about.
Well, what about the starving black babies in Africa?
If you like Russia so much, why did I live there?
You know why. It's because I'm agoraphobic. I thought it was possible to change the world by sitting around at home all day doing nothing.
Why won't you sleep with me, Father? You've always hated me, haven't you?
That's not true, Brett. It's Spencer I've always hated. We sent you to the best public school money could buy, and we sent him to a poxy secondary middle in Liverpool.
On Sunday, the big boys used to stick crumpets up my bum and toast them over an open fire.
Bottom-related brutality is a great British tradition, son. Yes, like fox hunting and peeing in lifts.
Give me some money for cocaine and champagne, Father. I'll tell the newspapers about the dark secret.
No one must know the dark secret of Greystone cladding.
Shut up, Father! Shut up! I'll kill you if you ever mention the dark secret again!
Be quiet, both of you. Do you want everyone to know about the dark secret?
My house? Dark secret, dark secret, dark secret. What dark secret? What do you want from us? It's my wife, isn't it? You're just like the others. Sniffing round her like a herd of fish round a queen bee.
It's only from Pizzaland, Father.
Yes, well, maybe one day this government will come to its senses and send you all back to Pizzaland where you belong. Barbara, I'll kill you if I ever find you with another man.
David. It's been a long time.
A very long time.
Yes. The cheese isn't as hot and bubbly as it could be. Come upstairs with me. Don't worry. My husband won't suspect a thing.
Oh, forgive me for being suspicious, Barbara. I know you'd never be unfaithful to me.
I love you.
Oh, I love you too.
Give me £11,525, Father. I'm going out for a quiet drink with Hurricane Higgins.
Can I have 10p, please, Father?
What for?
I want to send it to Oxfam.
The Oxfam?
You called, sir?
Not now, Oxfam. Why don't you send it straight to the Kremlin, Spencer? Then Mrs. Gorbachev can buy herself a nice new hat.
Why have you always hated me, Father?
I haven't always hated you, Spencer. It's just been these last 15 years. Good night.
If I am going to make the world a better place for people to live in, I'm going to have to get my hands on Father's fortune before anybody else thinks of the idea.
That was wonderful.
It was good for me, too.
Yes. I think the extra garlic sausage made all the difference. Kiss me.
Adam!
You don't mind if I read for a while, do you, darling?
No, it's all right with Mrs. Greystone.
We interrupt Saturday Live to bring you an important news flash. We've just received from Downing Street a statement issued by the Prime Minister explaining her behaviour over the leak of Mr. Heseltine's letter. The statement reads as follows, and I quote, "Well, it all started just before Christmas. The reason I didn't know about it was because I was kidnapped and held captive by a sex fiend in a dirty loft in Moldavia. I was replaced by a second-rate actress who looked just like me, but couldn't run the government properly like what I can." Mrs. Thatcher goes on to say, "This plot was only discovered after the ludicrous statement what this other imposter gave in the Commons on Thursday. Thank you very much." And now, back to Saturday Live.
Thank you very much. Hello, London. How are you? Maybe you feel welcome. Thank you. My name is Sam Kinison, and I like to do this to mic stands. Just to see if it is live. I'm a little different than the other comics you're going to see and the other comedy. The difference between me and them is that you might want to see them again sometime. Because I don't have an act. I don't have a home. I don't have a car. I didn't eat yesterday. I had to borrow these clothes. She took it all! I was married for 2 years, and I think someone put a primal scream! But I try not to have an attitude about it. I want to get along with women, you know. But I'm going around, I'm trying to talk people out of getting married if I can. I did it. It doesn't work. Didn't work for me. You ever been married? What's your name? Gary. Well, Gary, if you ever think about getting married, if you ever think you've met the right girl, you want to settle down, get a house, get a car, will you do me a favor, Gary? Remember this face. Because if you get married, Gary, that'll be your face every day. It's the face of every married man when he wakes up in the morning, he gets out of bed, he looks in the mirror, he realizes what he's done, he goes, oh! What did I do to my life? I used to make my own decisions, I remember. It's true. It's true. I was married for 2 years. My life was so boring, I actually worried about my yard. The rest of my friends had goals, careers, adventures. They're out doing things with their lives. I was out there looking for crabgrass, weeds and stuff, going, I've got a responsibility to the neighborhood here to keep a good yard. Yeah, this was my life. I didn't have any kids, though. That's good. That's real hell. You seen those guys with the strollers? The little babies? Have you seen those guys walking the streets? With that look on their face like they envy the dead? It's like... Remember that face, Gary? There's only one good thing about marriage. The best thing about marriage is that these are connected. You know what I mean? Men can keep their Johnsons. That's about it. Oh, you don't know that word Johnsons here, huh? You know what I'm talking about? Winky, as it were. You know what I'm saying, guys? They're connected. They don't come off. But guess what they did? The women would take them. They would. They go, well, you're married now. You won't be needing that. I'll just take care of that for you, okay? Now, if you need it, it'll be my purse or in the refrigerator. They would. They go, what? You're going out of town with your friends? Well, you can just leave that here. I'll be waiting for you when you get back. It's true. You'd see all these guys on the phone. They'd be going, yeah, hello, guys. Yeah, listen, I'm not going to be able to go. No, I'm going to have to stay here. She's got my Johnson! No, she won't give it to me. I asked for it all day. Yeah, she's upset. I tried to sneak out of the house with it this morning, and, yeah, I was halfway out the driveway. She came around the house, and I had to give it to her right there in the street. Okay, I'll ask her. Hold on. Honey, it's the guys. Well, no, they just called to say that they're all taking theirs. I'm just going to take mine because I didn't want to stand out or anything. Okay. Yeah, she said no way. No, she said the winky stays here, yeah. You guys do me a favor if you see me working on the yard next week and around the house, and will you do me a favor? Kill me. Kill me, I'm in hell. Will you shoot me, poison my food, run me over with the car, whatever it takes? I'm in hell! Remember that face, Gary? But I love women. What are you going to do? I love women. I've been in love about 8 times now. And I buy it every time. Every single time I buy it. Love comes into my life and goes, come on! Come on! Yes, no, this is love, not like the others. This is real love. I wouldn't lie to you 9 times in a row, you ass! Open the door! Leave it again! Oh, great. It lied to me again! But you gotta keep trying to make it work, you know? Because I love women. I love women. Now there's this big rage. I don't know if it's here in England. It is in the States. This sexual counseling thing. Have you heard about this? People are going to psychologists for sexual counseling. You don't need sexual counseling. You just need to talk. Communicate. Talk to each other. Open up. Women, if you like something a certain way, tell us about it. Fill us in. Give us a clue! What are we, mind readers? Are we on an Easter egg hunt? Let us know what it is! We will do it! Don't tell your mom, don't tell your girlfriends, your hairdresser, your little buddies. He doesn't kiss me right. He doesn't hold me long enough. Tell us! We will do it! Will we do it, guys? Will we do it? Yeah! Oh, it's like some strong lovers in this group. Okay. Yeah, we'll do it. Yeah. Will we do it? Yeah! The women are going, this is a good show. It's going to be fun tonight. Yeah, I love women, though. I'm in that Van Gogh kind of love, you know? I like that kind of love where you walk in and you go, hey, you hurt me so much, I don't even know what pain is. But I want to leave you with one thought, because I used to think honesty, I really did. I used to think honesty was the thing that made a relationship work, that made it, like, come together, made it stronger. I like to publicly laugh at that theory now. Lie! Lie! Lie right to their face. Forever, honey. Forever. Thank you very much. Good night.
He winds up on the left.
we've just had a further news flash. The Royal Yacht Britannia returned to Southampton from the Yemen today, just 24 hours too late to rescue Mr. Leon Britton. Back to Saturday Live.
For people like myself, not a political animal, and earning a decent screw, the social unrest, the street fighting, were not really a headache. Unless, of course, was unlucky enough to be cracked over the head by the jackbooted enforcers of our leader's inflexible will by mistake on the way back from the delicatessen. Here I am, tripping the light fantastic with a lady. Not, as I recall, a member of the party, just someone who'd come in to assist with the catering. At such a top-hole intellectual soiree, what was going on in the political sphere was of less interest than what was coming off in the private sector. Keep your nose clean and everything would be okay. I well remember returning to this apartment with a pair of blue stockings, one of them an enormously prominent opera star. As we were enjoying a sandwich, she yodeled higher and higher. Just then, from across the street, there came crash, tinkle, tinkle. It was the dreaded state police paying an unscheduled call on the house of some racially undesirable person, probably with fatal results. See, my voice still has the power to shatter glass, she cried. Such was her impish sense of politically irresponsible fun and lack of sexual concentration. The so-called years of oppression went on. Fellatio gave way to philately. Sticking in my unperforated threepenny pink, applying my tongue to each delicate hinge and then tenderly flattening them under the appropriate heading, what did I care if their country of origin was also being flattened, if its people might have been glad to have the stamps back to lick as a source of nourishment? But surely, I am asked, I must have realized what was going on, the suffering inflicted by the regime, its millions of casualties. Did I not take a newspaper? Of course, I was a crossword fanatic. My motto, however, continued to be, up yours, Jack, I am all right without the ladder. Look after number one. This apolitical stance was somewhat modified when my exclusive gym and health club was vandalized by unemployed hooligans, some of them not members. And I retired, as you see here in the film, my little home movie to my own cellar, determined that even if mayhem burst out on all sides, my waistline should not. Of course, in the end, opera singers, stamp collections, waistline, everything blew up in my face. But what could I have done? To remove our leader, as some attempted to do, seemed to invite chaos. We were, I suppose, hypnotized by that harsh, screaming voice, those mesmeric wild eyes, that tossing forelock of dyed blonde hair, by that handbag, by Margaret Hilda Thatcher.
Oh, thank God the canteen was still open. And you know, when you go to Hollywood now, they expect you to have affairs, you know, all actors have affairs. They said to me, oh, Mickey Rooney will take you out. You know, big deal. You know. I'm in the kitchen one night and I hear my husband on the phone going, look, Mickey, a mate's a mate, but you don't have to take that out. I'm like, I don't care anyway, I don't want to go anywhere. I don't like eating with strangers. I like comfort eating on my own. Like, my husband's really desperate, you know, and I'm sort of ambling around the house over there and I bend over, you know, and he goes, oh, look at the Harris on that. I go, oh, shut up. And he says, I mean, I'm just desperate. Look at you, Trace. And he goes, maybe you are pregnant. And I go, no, I'm just fat. Get the cookies out the oven, face ache. Anyway, I'm going to go get a takeaway. So while I'm gone, please watch Stephen Fry and Hugh Laurie.
1985 was a good year. It was a good year for chocolate, and it was a good year for this company, and we've had some good times because of it. But tonight is a sad night. It's a sad night because we're losing a friend, but more than that, we're losing a colleague. Gordon Inglis, who joined us, what, 18 months ago from Leicester, is leaving us to head up a high-powered team, as you might expect, with our US division based out of Ohio. Now, one thing our US cousins ought to know about Gordon, apart from don't ever play squash with the guy, right? No. Gordon is a guy who knows more about brand profiling a chocolate confection than even I do. Gordon.
I first met this loony when our boss, John Dowling, got Stuart here to head up a team to brand a new high-profile, top-end, count-line confection bar on the housewife impulse buy indulgence end of the snack market. That project, as you know, became the chocolate knob. Still, I'm happy to say, brand leader. But Stuart arrived in Leicester, where I was based out of, and he booked himself into the Holiday Inn there. I guess he heard they had the biggest minibar around, right? And he gave me a ring.
From my car?
From your car, yeah. To my car, but in fact, at the time, I happened to be on the other line. But eventually, we got in touch. And you let me know you were in town.
I should say that I told John Dowling, when the whole caboose was first mooted, that I had but one worry. There wasn't a worry about budget. I knew I could get a budget out of John. My worry was, could I get Gordon? Because, and I don't want to embarrass you here, Gordon, but if you've got Gordon playing on your team, you're halfway to the end zone before first time up.
Listen, I don't know so much about end zones or timeouts, but I could tell you a story about this nutter that shows you just exactly what high brand profile management is all about. I'm on a plane with this guy flying out to Bahrain on a sales probe one time.
Wild days.
Wild days. The idea is it's part of a push to get a chocolate knob into every mouth in the Arabian Gulf. And Stuart here, we're on the top deck of a 747, we're flying BCAL club class. And Stuart here sees a hostess who takes his eye.
Oh, I don't like the sound of this.
Do you remember what you said to her, Stuart?
Oh, good Christ Jesus, no, I don't remember now.
You said to her, get your knickers down, girl.
Why waste time, right? I mean, it worked. She stroked my cheek.
She slapped your face.
Yeah, well, she was rough, but I like him rough.
I think she was frightened of you. She seemed nervous of you.
Yeah, maybe.
Did you see how her hand was trembling every time she passed you? Her hand sort of trembled like that.
Yeah. No, but look, I mean, if we're telling Gordon, if we're telling Bahrain stories, I should say, we arrive at Bahrain airport. And we're being met by Sheikh Kazim al-Rashid. Now, he's an Arab. He's been sitting on the chocolate knob for us out there. And we get into his car.
Oh, this isn't a story about how I threw up in the back of his car, is it? Go on, tell it, go on.
And Gordon threw up in the back of his car.
You bastard for telling that story.
All right, we've told some stories, we've had a few laughs, but you know, everywhere there has to be a bottom line. Right. And if I've taught you guys anything, it's that the bottom line in our business is performance.
Motion seconded.
This guy standing next to me here tonight performs.
I don't know what to say. This man is a hero of mine.
You know, people, they talk, don't they, about the love between a man and a woman. And for sure, that's got its place. No one would deny that. But you know, there's another kind of love. A love between colleagues that's based on respect for performance. I'm not a homosexual. Never have been.
Neither am I.
I think our records show that. But I have to tell you here tonight, John, with your permission, that I love this guy. I love this big, crazy, fly-away roister-doister. I love him. Gordon, I love you.
You're giving me a lump.
Christ, I'm going to miss you. Get over here.
You bastard.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are the Dangerous Brothers. Dangerous Brothers. My name is Richard Dangerous, and this is Sir Adrian Dangerous. And this is Vim. Now, this may look like an ordinary window, but no. It is, in fact, not an ordinary window after all. Get a doctor. It is, in fact, an ordinary window. I'm serious this time. Get me to a hospital. I've gone too far. Will you stop showing off? Yes, ladies and gentlemen, yes. This week, the talented and curvy Sir Adrian will travel not only through this window, but also through this window. Through this hoop of fire. Through this brick wall and into this bucket of petrol. I beg your pardon. But first, fun with electricity. Always a great laugh, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, kiddies, try and make one of your relatives do the silly wiggly dance. That's disgusting. That's all right for you. I'm standing in the epicenter. Keep them laughing. Keep them laughing. Keep them laughing? Ha 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 ha. Now then, there was a young woman from Knockers who had an enormous pair of breasts. One was a whopper. One was a jumbly wobbly. And the other one was an enormous, great big golden bozo. That's three. I know. I haven't finished yet. That extraordinary three-breasted woman from Knockers. Ah, Sir Adrian, nice to see you. Nice to be seen. No fun with electricity. Moving swiftly along. And moving slowly along. And moving stupidly along. And moving sexily along. Wherever we move, ladies and gentlemen, we always find ourselves next to this. It's a bloody cannon! It's a bloody cannon! Fantastic! Can I have a go? No, you can't. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, because Sir Adrian is going to be fired from this cannon through this window. All right, who said you could fire the cannon? Nobody. Well, don't. So, it's a bloody fight you want, is it? Yes, ladies and gentlemen, yes. This week, the Dangerous Brothers are proud to present for you Sir Adrian, the human cannonball. But a human cannonball with a difference, because this cannonball will be on fire. Richard! Yes. Careful! In the cannon! He's off his rocker, you know. Completely off my rocker! In the cannon! Get in the cannon! Get an air freshener! moments for me to pour in the petrol. Hello. Light the match. Throw it in. Lower the trajectory. Light the fuse. And stand well back in a safe position. Wow! There he goes, ladies and gentlemen! Through the... God! You bastard! Get out of there! Get out of there! Get out of there! Come on, come on! There he goes, ladies and gentlemen! There he goes! Through the window! Through the other window! Through the hoop on fire! The hoop on fire! Hooray, hooray! Through the brick wall! Through the brick wall! Through the brick wall! Fantastic evening. Thank you and good night. Can I go to the toilet now, please?
Well, things couldn't be worse, really. I mean, I've been trying to move off this estate before I even got on it. And things went from bad to worse, and then they went back to bad again. And, I mean, it's a really rough area, and it's so rough that the Lebanese couple next door moved back to Beirut. And I can't say, you know, the constant tension is affecting my kiddies. I mean, even Kelly's Care Bears are wetting the bed. Can't be right, can it? But I've been down the social services, and they've given me a social worker, and that's 12 I've got now, which is a start. And on top of all this that I'm contending with, the school doctor says that Kelly's got rickets, and I don't know where she's got them from, because she's only 7, and I didn't start going with boys till I was 9½. And I mean, kids grow up. They do grow up a lot faster these days. I mean, like, Wayne's older than I am, and I'm his mother. This can't be right. And, you know, I mean, I can't say it's not affected my sex life with Terry being in prison. And I wanted to be a surrogate mother. So I got pregnant by artificial incineration. And it was, I just lay there, and the doctor fiddled around with a syringe, artificially. And, no, I didn't feel a thing. I mean, it was just like having sex with Terry. I had an orgasm, which is the best thing that's happened to me for quite a while, you know. But the fungus has come back in the main room, as you can see. And so it's all over the room. We've got rats.
Good evening. My name's Ben Elton, and the first thing I have to tell you is that I tell lies. I'm a professional liar. All stand-up comedians are liars. We lie for a living. I mean, imagine what it'd be like if comics started telling the truth, eh? What a true joke would be like. A bloke goes into a pub, orders a pint, drinks it, naps off again. Brilliant, eh? It wouldn't work, would it? He's got to have a crocodile up his backside or something, mate. It would joke, hasn't it? The only people that tell more lies on the telly than stand-up comedians are the advertisers. The people that make adverts. They're terminal liars. Their noses must be 6 feet long. They tell lies. Can you eat 3 shredded wheat? Anyone can eat 3 shredded wheat. John Selwyn Gummer could eat 3 shredded wheat. The only reason no one gets past the second one is they're so bloody horrible, that's why. Adverts, eh? Vorsprung durch Technik. as you say if you're a pretentious upper-class prat. The only thing I hate more than that, the only thing I hate even more than that stupid voice that comes on at the end of the Weetabix ad and goes, OK, and gets up everybody's nose. I mean, what an incredible idea for an advert that is, eh? Brilliant. How are we going to advertise Weetabix then, lads? I know. Let's pretend they're a gang of skinheads. Brilliant. It stands to reason, doesn't it? They look exactly like skinheads, don't they? I mean, you must have noticed breakfast time in the morning, bowl of Weetabix. Oh dear, my bowl's full of skinheads, eh? The only excuse I can think of for advertisers is that I think they must actually believe the lies they tell. Or else why would they tell them? They're so extraordinary. Like that one for Sharp's tape recorders. Less bucks, more fizz. I mean, what idiot is going to believe that your average streetwise kiddie going down to buy a ghetto blaster is going to be impressed by Bucks Fizz singing Now Those Days Are Gone? I mean, imagine the scene down a shop, can't you? I want a tape recorder and I want it from that brand, you know, the one that makes rubbish sounds really good. That's the one, you know? And that extraordinary Renault advert where Mr. and Mrs. Posh are dropping off their little kid at the public school, eh? And they drop him off and give him his violin case to show what a sensitive family they all are. And then they're driving home, Dad and Mum in the Renault, and Dad drops his bombshell. He says, I've got something to tell you, darling. It concerns you, the kids, the house, the mortgage. I'm going it alone. I'm starting a new company. Bob's with me, Frank's with me. We've got the backing. And what does this woman reply to this astonishing bombshell, this fait accompli? He's rearranged her life, like it or lump it, bitch. I mean, that silly woman off Cat's Eyes with that irritating voice turns to him and says, oh, darling, that's fantastic. Didn't you think you could have told me 6 months ago? You know, Bob knows, Frank knows, the bank knows, the dog knows. Isn't it about time your wife knew, you know? No. She says, oh, darling, that's fantastic. Renault, one of your better decisions. Marrying an arrogant, sexist dickhead, one of your stupider decisions. Dear, oh dear. The worst of all, though, I believe, is the Oxo family. The happy Oxo family. Does anybody know a family remotely resembling the Oxo family? If you do, burn their house down. They deserve it. That lovely nuclear Oxo family, couple of kids, mum and dad, not divorced yet, very rare these days. They're sat in a car, in that ad, on the end of a pier. The Oxo family in the piddling rain. One sip of Oxo and they're singing I Do Like to Be Beside the Seaside. I could spend 7 hours in a pub and still not get that effect. I'm obviously drinking the wrong stuff, aren't I? Forget lager. Pint of Oxo, please, mate. I hope you're not driving. You've had 2 cubes already. I ask you, if any of you lot in the audience or at home were stuck in a car with your entire family, think about it, your family. What would it take to cheer you up, eh? A nice cup of Oxo? I don't think so. A gun! Shut up, Gran! Shut up! Little Tommy, blam, blam, blam! So obviously they must take Oxo to get their kicks. And what I want to know is, how do the advert families stay so cheerful? They're all so happy, aren't they? The families on the adverts, they're ecstatic about the clean toilets. They're going into sexual ecstasy over a cup of instant coffee. Are they on drugs? I think they must be. I think they're part of the scourge. They must pump smack, do the stuff, of course. Oh, wow, what an amazingly clean toilet, Mum. Fantastic. Wow, these clothes are really fluffy. Have a bang on that, Dad. Of course they take drugs, yeah. Well, I think they must take drugs, the advert families, or else how else do they stay so cheerful in Thatcher's Britain, eh? Oh, bit of satire. I love it. Went down well. SDP in the audience. Nobody wants to know. I'm sitting on the fence. Fair enough. Dear, oh dear. No, anyway, the kids you see in the adverts family, they're going to be a yop scheme next year, aren't they? And Dad's been unemployed for a couple of years. Mum in the advert family, she's over 35. She's got 2 kids, but the NHS won't give her a smear test, so she's got a chance of getting cervical cancer. Of course, they like to cheer themselves up a bit, wouldn't we all, eh? Heroin may be a life sentence, but so's unemployment, and that's why people are doing. My name's Ben Elton. Thanks a lot. I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.
Well, that's That's the end of the show. It was Saturday, it was live. I'm Tracey Ullman. Honestly, I'm not pregnant. I just eat a lot of Dundee cake and, God, if this doesn't go down, I'm going to have to lance it. Anyway, I'm going off to murder a curry, and I'll leave you with Fergal Sharkey.
1, 2, 1, 2. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very, very much for coming. I hope you enjoyed it. Haven't seen me, I'm another producer. Thank you very much for coming. Come again.